Hi, I'm Mark McLean with Buck Knives. I'm the design supervisor here, and one of the knives that we introduced this year at SHOT Show is the 863 Selkirk. This is a mid-sized knife that has great features and allows you to use it in rugged conditions. One of the key things of any knife of this size is that it has a 4 5/8 inch blade. The overall weight is 7.6 ounces. The blade is full tank construction all the way through. It features a solid guard up front and a pommel strike surface on the back to use as a hammer in light duty conditions. The blade is 420 high carbon, flat ground, and a drop point blade. It has jimping near the handle for good control. And then with any fixed blade knife, a key part of how that knife is used is how it's carried. So we've created a plastic molded sheath system that allows you to snap it into place. And along with this sheath, one of the added features is a striker whistle component that allows you to create a spark and also to signal in case of an emergency or to gather other people in your group together. So this works in combination with the knife to create sparks. So we've put a notch on the bottom of the blade instead of the back where you would put your thumb. And we don't necessarily want you using the edge of your blade because that would dull it for the uses that you need. So we've got this little notch that's sharp there, and it will spark and create the sparks you need to light your tinder and get a fire going. So with this sheath, we can put our striker and whistle back in and our knife back together. And so we've created it so that you can carry it in lots of different positions. Some people like carrying it high on their waist. Some people like carrying it a little bit lower. And it's set up, this one is set up for vertical carry. So we've got a belt loop here. And we also incorporated another feature on this belt loop. People have different sized belts. And so to prevent the sheath from sliding up and down when you're pulling the blade out, we've got a spacer in here, and it can go in one of 3 positions. So if you have a very narrow belt, you can use it, or if you have a wide belt, you can take it out. This one is set up for horizontal carry. And so it's a matter of unmounting those components and rearranging them and putting them into the configuration that best suits you. I've even seen somebody take this and set it so that it works at an angle. So if you like to do things in a cross-draw situation at a slight angle, it can be configured that way as well. So that's the 863.
the Gas One GS800 mini stove. It measures 9.6 by 8 by 3.9 inches. That's about 24 by 20 by 10 centimeters. And tips the scales at about 2 pounds 2 ounces. That's around 964 grams. It's constructed using corrosion-resistant stainless steel, and it lights quickly and easily using the built-in piezoelectric ignition. And the stove is easy to pack away thanks to this handy little storage case. This style of stove uses a butane gas cylinder, and it installs a little differently. It's not threaded, it kind of snaps in. So we just open the cover here, and this is where the cylinder slides. Now there's a little notch in the top here, and there's a little safety guide on here. So you just kind of line up the safety guide with the notch, let it go, and it's basically in the right position. Then you slide this lever down and it pulls it forward, locks it in place, and makes the connection from the valve to the cylinder. Then you just close the cover here, so everything is secure. Now you're all set to go. Now I've got 2 cups of water in this pot, so we're gonna light it up, see how long it takes to boil the water, make some instant coffee. And this is a nice system because it's got a built-in igniter. You don't need matches. You basically just turn this dial all the way down. It says ignition, and it should light. So let's give it a shot. We'll just turn this down here. There it goes. And it's quiet and it's clean. I can barely see the flame, a nice blue flame down there. So let's see what happens. Okay, that's turned up full. We're going to bring in the stopwatch here, turn it on, and we'll see how long it takes to boil 2 cups of water. Okay, here's some noise. It's definitely boiling. Yes, it is. So 2 minutes, 50 seconds, so just under 3 minutes to boil 2 cups of water. Pretty good.
Hey everybody, Brian here with Eureka, and today we are checking out the legendary Northern Breeze shelter. If you're looking for a shelter that provides protection from all the elements on your next car camping trip, this is it. Let's check it out. The Northern Breeze comes in 2 different sizes, a 10 and a 12. That corresponds to either a 10 by 10 or a 12 by 12 floor area, so there's room for everybody. This is the Northern Breeze 10, and even though it's the smaller version, you can see there's plenty of room inside for the whole crew. The Northern Breeze has 2 zippered doors, one on the rear and one on the front, so it's easy to get inside. Now the great thing is both doors have an increased walk-in height of 6 feet, so you don't have to duck to get inside. And then once you're in there, you get 100 square feet of living space, which is plenty of room. The Northern Breeze is a cabin-style structure, which makes it really easy to set up. The frame features burly 25mm aluminum tubing that includes 4 roof poles and 4 leg poles, and a heavy-duty cast aluminum hub at the peak. Now, that means that this thing is super stout and it creates nearly vertical sidewalls. That gives you more interior space and shade than other structures. Those sidewalls also give you more headroom in the corners of the tent, which makes it easy to walk around a picnic table or just hang out in here with a bunch of people if the weather turns nasty. Speaking of weather, protecting you from the elements is what this thing is all about. The Northern Breeze is the most durable and versatile car camping shelter on the market. Doesn't matter if you're trying to escape the sun, wind, rain, or even bugs, this thing does it all. The no-see-um mesh walls keep mosquitoes and other critters out while still providing plenty of ventilation. And if you need to batten down the hatches, you can roll down the built-in waterproof side curtains to keep the weather out. If you have to close things up in here, it stays nice and ventilated thanks to the new peak ventilation here at the top. On the inside, you get 4 stash pockets, and there's 4 split loops in each of the corners so you can hang lights or even run a clothesline. And then there's a lantern loop in the middle. There are 8 guy lines and stakes included, so you can stake it down and it's not gonna blow away on you if a storm crops up. Now, I told you this thing was versatile. The side curtains double as awnings if you need more shade. 3 awning poles are included, so you can easily pop up the side panels if you need more shade. All the curtains and the roof are made of polyester. They're super durable, and they have a built-in UPF 50 rating to help protect you from the sun's rays. When you're done for the day, the Northern Breeze packs down really well for its size into this great carry bag that makes it easy to toss into your trunk. Its bomb-proof construction makes the Northern Breeze the most durable and versatile car camping shelter on the market. If you need somewhere for your crew to hang and escape the bugs, sun, wind, and rain for the day, this is it.